Hi, I'm Joel Worthington with Mr. Electric, and I want to talk to you today about one of our code of values, looking to the system for correction and proposing all possible solutions if something is not working. Well, you might notice this big airplane behind me, and I want to tell you a little story about when I was in flight school to learn how to be a pilot. Well, I was flying and we were doing a practice on our stalls, and it's called a power on stall. So what that means is that we have full power on, and we simply pull the yoke back and you get the plane going straight up in the air. Well, what happens is you simply can't overcome gravity, and at some point the plane starts going too slow to actually fly, and then it tends to have the same characteristics of a rock, and it falls really fast. So at that point, one minute I'm looking up in the air, the next minute my head snapped back so hard that my headphones came off into the back of the plane, and I'm staring at the ground. Now, I'll tell you what I did. I went, as I was headed to the ground. Yeah, you know the reason I did that? Because I had no idea what the system was once the plane fell out of the air. You know, the point was, when you're practicing those stalls, you're supposed to correct the maneuver before you actually go into a spin and a dive. And so I didn't know what to do. I had no system. And so thank God I had a flight instructor in the airplane with me who knew the system. He told me to take my hands off everything. He had it, and he went through the system, and he was able to save my life and his because he knew the system. So I want to remind you, when we talk about the code of value, looking to the system for correction and proposing all possible solutions when something is not working, is that you can't do it if you don't know what the system is. So I want to ask you, do you know the system? Do you really know the system? Do you know the system for financials, for sales, for marketing, for all the various parts of your business, and wherever other things in life you're experiencing? There's always a system, but it's going to do you no good if you don't know it. So let's start by knowing the system and then proposing those solutions when something is not working.